Hello, hello. How's it going, all of you beautiful people around the world? My name is Ryan, aka Blackbeard TCG. I hope you guys are all having an amazing day. And if not, hopefully I can make it a little bit better. Now, look, in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys four takes, four of my opinions. I don't think they're hot takes at all. You guys can be the judge of that in the comment section down below. And also, I want you guys to give me one take for OP-04 in the comments below after you hear my four takes. Now, before I get into those four takes, I do want to talk about one thing that is not a take. This is just my thing that I want to share with you guys that I'm absolutely super excited for. So let's go ahead and switch this to OP-04. Let's go ahead and take a look at the leaders. My friends, Queen is so much fun. Like, it's crazy how much fun I'm having with this leader. I don't know. I don't see a lot of people talking about Queen. I think Queen is absolutely amazing. Stay tuned for some videos on Queen. This deck is insanely fun. And I'm super excited to see if it can become meta. And I want to see if the build that I'm cooking up is going to be comparable to those that are meta. And if that's the case, then I don't think this deck will be that expensive at all. I mean, to be fair, this game is pretty cheap in general, but I just want to start off by saying Queen is my favorite leader in OP-04, and it will be the leader I'm playing if I'm not playing Crocodile, because, you know, we still don't have a Blackbeard. But with that being said, let's get into my first take. My first take is that out of the dual color leaders that have 5 life, meaning Vivi as well as Rebecca, I think that Vivi has a ton of potential. Do I think that it's going to be absolutely amazing tier 0? No. Do I think that it's going to be fun to play and relatively strong and see some play in a competitive environment? I could definitely say yes. I don't think it's going to be a world beater, but I think it has room to do something. Partly because it has the best color in the game, objectively, and that is red. Whenever you see red, you automatically have to start thinking of how strong something is, because red is such a strong color. So it's going to be able to have access to all the OP red tools. Now, of course, I don't think that people are going to be splashing in the Whitebeard package with Vivi, of course. But red just still has so many powerful tools that I think Vivi will be able to take advantage of. And being able to rush is pretty good. Now, you have to keep in mind, Rebecca and Vivi have 5 life because they're not able to attack themselves. And because they're not able to attack themselves, Vivi being able to give her characters rush, or at least one of the characters rush that she plays, is not that bad. Of course, you're drawing 1 card. So that I can allow it. I can see potential for Vivi. Of course, you have to tap 2 Dawn, but you're drawing a card. It's a really good ability. Now, Rebecca, and I hope I'm wrong because Rebecca has blue. I really do hope I'm wrong. But I think Rebecca is trash. Again, I've read through all the blue cards, read through all the black cards, play tested what we could on the sim, went into Tabletop Simulator, tried some test hands, try to figure out how this deck wants to play. And correct me if I'm wrong. If you guys have tested something out, please prove me wrong. I love to be wrong so that way I can learn. Maybe you guys could share me some spice, share me some tech, because I would love to play Rebecca. But she just feels so slow. Like, in a game where, especially coming off of an OP-03 format with Zoro, Whitebeard, Ace, Law, red decks, where all these red decks that are going to be attacking you relatively quickly, of course, sometimes not trying to end the game super early, right? Like, they're not speed demons, but, you know, in the case of Law and stuff like that, well, depending on how fast he can set up his board. But these are all decks that are extremely consistent and extremely powerful and fast. Rebecca, I feel, needs too many tools just to be able to work. Because she can't attack, obviously, that's a huge hindrance. Very reliant on your stage. Now, don't get me wrong. Obviously, it's searchable, so it's not the end of the world. But to me, Rebecca without her stage is worse than a purple Kaido deck without its Onigashima. Like, purple Kaido can still make some plays. I feel like Rebecca without her stage is just terrible. Yeah, I don't know. That's just my take. That's my first take. I think Vivi is a yay, and I think that Rebecca is a nay. At least if for blue players, if you do want to play a leader, I mean queen, but if you want to play one of these two, then I would definitely say Vivi. Again, I hope I'm wrong about Rebecca, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. I think she's hot garbage. Who knows? I might come back to this video a couple weeks down the line, a month down the line, call myself an idiot, and Rebecca would be tier 1. Who knows? But for now, that's my take. Second take, and this one, again, isn't really a hot take. I think that a lot of people think this. Yeah, Trafalgar Law is still going to be strong. Like, and this is something that I've said in previous videos. I've said it when I've live streamed. I've said it on Twitter, right? Law will always be meta. Like, I think people forget, like, in OP-01, Law was one of the best decks. A lot of people didn't play Law, but Law was definitely one of the best decks. OP-02, we've been seeing Law start to pop off a lot more. I know for me, I called it. I also said that Law was going to be absolutely disgusting in OP-02. We've seen a ton of people start playing it in OP-02 as well and absolutely dominating with it. Now, I would be very surprised if people sleep on Law again in OP-03, because Law, once again, in OP-03 is a very good deck. And funnily enough, in OP-03, he didn't really get any new tools to make him that much better, to put him over the top, and he was still a good deck. Well, a part of it is matchups as well, but Law is just a good deck. He will always be good because he breaks the laws of the game. Literally, like, his ability breaks the rules. So as long as this effect does not get errated, as long as red cards are being printed, as long as green cards are being printed, Law will be able to have value. Now, of course, if they start introducing cards that increase the Dawn cost of a leader's ability, or like increase it by 1, right? Or if they start implementing more cards to start attacking active cards, as we've seen in Black, or we see a lot more cards targeting cards that have a cost of 2 or less, right? Like, we're seeing a lot more of these things. I could definitely say if more of those things start coming into play, start becoming more meta, we'll see Law fall off. But I think Law will still be a very, very strong choice in OP-04. In terms of new tools, didn't really get all that much, but it did get one specific tool. So let's go ahead and pull that up. We got Mr. Corazon himself. Where is he? There he is. So if you don't know what Corazon does, if this character is rested, your active characters with a base cost of 5 cannot be KO'd by effects, which means your Trafalgar Laws can't be KO'd by effects, which is really good. On play, you can rest this character and play up to 1 green card with a cost of 5 from your hand. So this is nice. Obviously, it's 8 Dawn, which is the perfect number in order for you to leave your Law up, right? Or be able to use its ability to room Shambles, because it costs 2 Dawn. So if needed, you can play your Corazon. Corazon can then play Law. Law can room Shambles something. Now, if you needed that in order to place another card, you're able to room Shambles because you still have 2 Dawn open. Law got a new toy. Law was good in OP-03. I think Law is going to be good in OP-04. So that is my second take. Now, my third take is this card. I think a lot of people are going to not like this card. Now, here's the thing. 10 cost, 10,000 power, right? We see a lot of 10 cost cards that have more power than this. But until you have felt the wrath of getting stunned back-to-back turns, yeah, it's not fun. I can definitely see a world where there's gonna be some Doflamingo builds that stall out the game, that play super defensively, right? Because if you think about it, with Doflamingo's colors, he's gonna be able to do that. I think that as the game goes on, being able to play a 10 cost Doflamingo and stun up to 3 cards on the board is absurdly strong. You combo that as well with Sugar, who can also stun cards. Of course, this is going to be a threat that people are going to try to get off your board very early, because I think that this card is extremely powerful. And of course, people could say, oh yeah, well, you know, just don't have 3 characters rested. Yeah, just don't have 3 characters rested, 5-head, right? Like, of course, that sounds easy in theory, but of course, at some point, you're going to be attacking into your opponent. And now that you already have mind games, you're already going to be thinking, okay, should I attack? Because what if they have the tech cost Doflamingo. Oh, they searched it. I know they have it in their hand. If I attack, I'm going to get stunned. Like, I won't be able to attack with this next turn. Will I be able to go for lethal? Like, this card alone is already going to generate so many mind games, and I love it. As a blue player, I don't like if blue never got Red Rock, yeah, I would be crying, because at least we have Red Rock to like flip this back if it's, because you know we could deal with higher cost cards now. But there's nothing worse than getting Doflamingo'd, things get stunned, right? Three cards get stunned. Oh, and by the way, leaders can get stunned too, right? So it's not just your characters. Leaders can get stunned too. So 3 cards get stunned. You know, you try to do stuff. You know, maybe you can't attack. You probably attacked with your big bodies, whatever. Maybe you play a new character or whatever, right? Turn passes back to your opponent. They drop another one. Guess what? Those same 3 rested cards are stunned again. Now they have 2 10k bodies on board. It's happened to me a couple times. It sucked. Obviously, you want to play around it and not put yourself in that position, but just know that it can happen and be ready for it. This card, I think a lot of people are gonna be annoyed with, but I think it is a very cool and interesting card for green. I'm super excited to see how people build this deck, be it Doflamingo. Right now, I know that there's people playing with the pure Don Quixote engine with the new cards in OP-04. There's people that are playing film Doflamingo. Let me know if you guys are interested in that. I actually have a build I cooked up of film Doflamingo that is pretty good. I don't think it's optimal by any means. Again, I'm not the I'm not the king of competitive, so don't look to me for that. But I definitely have a deck list skeleton that I could share with you guys. Let me know if you're interested in that. But yeah, I'm excited to see, because I do think with the right build of Doflamingo, I think Doflamingo will be super strong. Being able to play super defensively, always having 2 Dawn up to play defensive events. I think it's going to be a very, very annoying deck to face. And yeah, that is it. Did I have one more other take? I feel like, I know I said 4 takes, but then I guess my initial take wasn't really a take, because it was just more so my opinion. So yeah, I guess I only have 3 takes, guys. Those are my 3 takes. Vivi, Rebecca, Nay. Law will still be good. And a lot of people will be annoyed with tech cost Doflamingo. And I think we will start seeing people pick up film Doflamingo, as well as the Don Quixote engine. I would not be surprised if that performs very well in the metagame. So that being said, those are my 3 takes, or 4 takes, I guess. Let me know in the comment section below. If you guys can give me 1 take for OP-04, what is your take? What is your prediction? Let me know in the comment section below. I will catch you guys later. Peace.